When the first Gears of War came out, it dominated the Xbox Live landscape until Halo 3 came out half a year later. Then, late last year, Gears of War 2 came out, to tough competition from the likes of Fallout 3 and Fable 2. Now, 9 months on, and numerous title updates and DLC packs later, is Gears of War 2 still worth your hard-earned money and time when there are so many more games out there to choose from? Certainly, the visuals have been improved a lot since Gears 1. The designers now find that you can use colours like blue and green to good effect. However, it still reeks of Unreal Engine, meaning reds, greys and browns are still prevalent throughout the game. Audio-wise, the small but sweet palette of cues manages to do its job perfectly, while the voice acting sounds a lot more emotional and sincere than in the previous game. Plot-wise, the events of Gears 1 become almost irrelevant in the first few minutes. Set a few days after the light mass bombing at the end of that game, the Locusts are now sinking entire cities around Jacinta, and the cogs and gears, losing everything they're fighting for, decide to head under the ground to the Hollow and take the fight to the Locust. The game then hops between the surface and the Hollow several times, with players meeting the infected Lambent and the Locust Queen along the way. The gameplay is typical Gears of War. You run to a fight, you get behind cover, you fight the enemy, and then you run to the next fight. That's not to say it isn't fun. Indeed, a lot of the fights can become quite strategic and tense as you wrestle for the advantage. It can just get a tad predictable. The vehicular sections are mostly useless, with the Reaver and Centaur parts being particularly annoying to get through. However, overall the campaign is a joy to play through, and the last chapter was one of the best things I've played for a long time. The AI fluctuates wildly in Gears 2. For the enemies, the Locust, it is superb with them thinking strategically and for the most fairly realistically. For your allies, or more specifically Dom, it's useless. Characteristics of Dom's AI include standing around idly as you are about a mile away fighting a battle, and watching you crawl around on your feet begging to be revived while doing absolutely nothing on his part. Needless to say, it's a chore to try and get through, and you will be fighting most of the campaign on your own. However, chances are, if you're buying Gears of War 2, you're interested in the multiplayer rather than the single player, and it is superb. Assuming you don't get a laggy game or meet a ridiculously overpowered host, you will have a riot, playing the numerous refined game modes and maps. The level up system, introduced in a title update a few months back, awards you experience based upon how well you perform in a match. Get enough experience and you'll level up, all the way to level 100. However, it should be noted that aside from achievements, leveling up does not unlock any rewards. The new multiplayer mode, Horde, is a great idea, superbly executed. You fight through increasingly tougher waves of Locusts, and then after 10 waves, they get an upgrade, be it more health, power, or accuracy. And you then proceed to fight through those 10 waves again before they get another upgrade. This goes on for 50 waves, and is a great laugh. However, it does require teamwork, because otherwise if you're on your own, you will very quickly get destroyed. However, since Gears 2's release, there have also been 4 DLC packs: Flashback, Combustible, Snowblind, and Dark Fronts. Now I recommend you buy all Fronts, which contains all 4 of those packs, at 1600 points, as it enhances the Gears 2 experience by a huge amount. Flashback contains 5 maps that were previously in Gears of War 1, and it's also free to anyone who buys Gears of War 2 new. There should be a code in your box. Combustible offers 3 kind of lava fire based maps. I've played some of these and they really aren't all that, but still there just in case. Snowblind offers 4 well designed ice kind of cold themed maps, which are a great laugh to play through. And Dark Fronts finally offers 7 new maps to play and a deleted scene which takes about half an hour to play through and is also available in co-op. Overall they add 19 maps to the original 10, and since those maps are playable in both multiplayer and Horde, it's well worth the money. So overall, Gears of War 2 is a huge improvement on its predecessor. The 10-hour campaign is hugely enjoyable, the multiplayer is refined and now better than ever, and the new Horde mode is just a brilliant idea and is great fun to play through. Also, if you do decide to buy all fronts, then you should add another point to the final score. So in short, yes, this game is well worth your hard-earned money and time.
You're not done, soldier, not by a long shot.